Hi everyone, Niklas Heidloff here from IBM and OpenNTF. In this video I'm going to demonstrate 15 of the most popular XPages applications that are available as open source on openntf.org. You can download all of these applications by simply navigating to xpages.info, then click the Downloads tab, and here you find the 15 applications and development controls that I'm going to introduce in this video. Okay, so let's start with the first project called TeamRoom OpenNTF 852. This is a project that has been contributed by the XPages development team, and it's an extension of the TeamRoom that comes out of the box with Domino 852. Here is the homepage of the TeamRoom. There is a section describing the purpose of the TeamRoom, a list of the members, as well as a federated list of recent activities, a list with comments, discussions, events, etc. Then you have a couple of different views here. This one is the All Documents view that you can sort by date, by author, by team, and you can also filter by authors, teams, and tags right here. The view uses a control from the extension library, so you can expand the previews here in line. You can also see the responses directly here in that view, etc. There's a couple of other views for announcements, events, status reports, and there is a calendar control. So here we have control displaying 1 week. Let me try to find something. Here's an entry. You can open it from here by double-clicking it. And you can also switch to other views. So this one is the monthly view. And obviously you can create new meetings and new events right here. And then last but not least, there's a section for members and subteams. So here is a list of the members. I can open a profile, in this case from Gail, and edit the profile. The next project is called FileSendr, which has been contributed by Declan Lynch. FileSendr allows sharing large files with other people, files that are too large to be sent via email. So here's how it works. I'm logged in as Niklas Heidloff now, and I want to send new files. So I enter the recipients, I enter a subject line and a message, and I select a file. Let's take this PDF. And then I click the upload and send button. So it has been sent now to this database, and my recipients have received an email from where they can copy the access code. And then I log out, and now as a recipient, we do a refresh. As a recipient, when I log into this application, and I'm anonymous as you can see, you can just simply paste the access code here and click download files, and then the people are able to download this PDF file that we just uploaded. The next project is the XPages Documentation Wiki project, which has been developed by Jennifer Heins, Craig Lawden, and other people from the IBM documentation team. It's based on the XPages Wiki template provided by Steve Kesseldine earlier. So here's the homepage. The homepage contains this new welcome section that allows you to navigate to the most important content in this wiki directly. So let's open one document here called Introduction. There's a couple of new things like the navigator here in the left column, and for each wiki article there are metadata. There's metadata like categories, tags, etc., and there is a history of versions. And at the top you can find information via views, alphabetically, authored by me, by author, recently added and recently edited. And another new feature of this wiki is the ability to do advanced searches. Nowadays, information is more scattered than ever. The information retrieval tool provides mechanisms to easily find information that you have read on blogs, in Twitter, or other social networks later. So let's say you're interested in a specific Twitter tweet. You can open it in your web browser and then click the bookmark Add to Information Retrieval tool. And when you click the capture button, the application reads the content of that Twitter tweet, as well as it takes a screenshot of that website. So here is what the application has read and the metadata that has been created, you can now go and modify it if you want. And then later you can open this information retrieval tool and you can find information by various views, by most recent, by author. You can do a search or an advanced search, and then you get a list of these documents and you can open them here in line. You see metadata like the date, author, type, etc. The project Bildr has been contributed by Kwinten. It's an application to share pictures. Here's the home page, and on the home page you can highlight a couple of pictures and you get transitions between the pictures. In addition, you can open these pictures in full screen mode and navigate between them. Furthermore, for each document or for each picture, you can open it, you get a description, and people can comment. At the bottom of the home page, there's a list of the latest contributions of new pictures and latest comments. From here again, you can open these pictures. Now, in order to upload pictures, just go to the Uploads tab. And in order to select the file, you can either use a file browse dialog, or you can even use a drag and drop, which I do here. So I've dragged my image file on here, and now I say start upload. There's a nice progress indication, and after it's done, you should see it now here as a preview in the section under uploaded. And going back to my home page, here's my screenshot that I just uploaded. The project xTalk discussion forums is an application developed by Declan Lynch. It's similar to many other forums that you see in the web. So here's the home page, and one application can contain several forums that can be grouped. And as an administrator of this application, you can easily create new forums. You can move these forums up and down within a group. You can lock forums, delete them, and edit them. For example, you can set access rights. So as an end user, you can then open one of these forums, pick your topic of choice, and read the topic as well as responses, and obviously you can also add your own responses. The project Mobile Documents allows accessing Notes documents from your smartphones, and this works not only for emails but for all types of Notes documents. So here I'm in my Notes client, and in my user preferences I've defined a target database where I want to store my Notes documents that I want to access from my smartphone, and I've done that already. So now I simply select a document in my view or when I have a document opened, and I define whether I want to publish it as a private document or public document. So I publish it as a public document, I get some feedback. Now when I switch to my mobile interface, you can see these three views: my private docs, public docs, and all public docs. Now when I open my public documents, I see the same document here with the screenshot. Here it is. And this also works for all other types of Notes documents. This travel confirmation is a document from the TeamRoom, and I can scroll down. There's a PDF in there. I can open that from here directly. The project iWatch X is another application from Declan Lynch. It's an extension of an older OpenNTF project from Thomas Duff. You can define Google alerts, and this application receives these emails, these Google alerts, and represents them in a nice user interface. This view here lists all of these alerts sorted by date, and you can also filter the alerts by category. The project XPages mobile controls contains a couple of controls that makes it really easy to build mobile applications using XPages. Here is a BlackBerry simulator. The sample application is the block application from OpenNTF. I can open entries and you get these nice page transitions. The same functionality also works in Android. So here's a simple expense reports application. As a manager, I can open my the reports of my employees. So I open this one here and I approve it. And once that is done, I will see that same report here under approved reports. And the mobile controls also work on the iPhone. Here's another simulator and a couple of other controls. There's an image viewer control using the HTML canvas so that you can slide between the images. You can zoom in and zoom out. There's also other types of transitions. So this is the slide transition. There's a flip transition and the fade transition. And a last control that I want to demonstrate here is the spinning wheel, which is kind of common. So you can easily enter here a date. In addition to the XPages applications on OpenNTF, there are also a couple of projects that include reusable controls for developers. The project XPages extension library is probably the best example. It's a project that is being implemented by the XPages development team. In addition to the 50 out-of-the-box controls that come with Domino, the extension library adds another 80 controls. The extension library also comes with a sample database that shows how to use these controls. The most visible control is probably the OneUI control that allows you to build new applications within minutes by just using a declarative approach. There's also other controls like this one. This is the dynamic page control. You can display documents and views within the same page. There are controls to do REST services, lookups, remote procedure calls, scrolling datasets, Dojo controls, etc. The project XPages for Connections includes a couple of samples showing how to integrate XPages and Connections in both directions. So first of all, this is an example showing how to build an XPage that is rendered inside of Connections, in this case in the Widgets tab. So this rectangle here shows information from xpages.info, and this is actually an XPage rendered via iWidgets. You can also put the same widget on the Updates tab or on a Profiles or Communities page. Now here you see a profile, My Profile, and I've extended it with a new tab to show the OpenNTF profile for this particular user. Then vice versa, you can also use the Atom APIs provided by Connections from XPages. So here I use the public connection server Bleed Yellow, and I have a couple of bookmarks here. And this is a test page, an XPage, that displays the same bookmarks, and it uses Apache Wink to read that data. The OpenNTF project homepage template contains the template that we have used to build the website XPages.info. XPages.info is the homepage for XPages developers with a list of daily news as well as sections for Get Started, Downloads, Demos, Resources, and Hosting. This is the template without any data in there. It also contains a couple of controls like this carousel control, a control to do remote lookups to another server from the client, as well as a charting control that reads data from a nodes database. Paul Hannan from the XPages development team has contributed another nice tool for XPages developers. It's a project called Demonstration Application for XPages, and this application shows you how to use a lot of XPages functionality. In this example, we show how you use rich text in a notes view. Ferry Kranenburg has contributed another reusable control called XPages Dojo Login Custom Control. There's a couple of properties that you can set to use this control in your context. Ferry also deployed this control to the OpenNTF infrastructure, so now you can log in simply by clicking here the login link and then the sign in button. Julian Buss has contributed another reusable control called UAddNodes xCharting. This charting control uses Dojo and reads data from a nodes database. You can switch to another theme. You can use different chart types, including a burn chart. So those were 15 demonstrations of XPages applications and controls. As I said in the beginning, you can download all of them from OpenNTF and get links to them from XPages.info. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye.